Hi, I'm Rob Shaw, Mountain Athlete, and I'm here with Meredith Edwards. Meredith is our resident athlete here at the gym this month. And I asked Meredith just to bring in her pack and the stuff she keeps in it for just a typical day backcountry ski trip here in the mountains in the Tetons. And so Meredith, what's your base layer? What do you use for a base layer?
I have Columbia undergarment pants I wear. They are 3/4 length, so they don't come all the way down. My ski socks will come up. They're not very long. And then I will always start out in a wool t-shirt underneath, and it's an icebreaker, and it's wool.
So it's just a wool t-shirt, not
just
a
a wool. Yeah, it's just a wool t-shirt, something pretty light.
Okay.
And then I also carry sometimes with me this long sleeve. I run really hot when I'm out in the backcountry. I get really sweaty, so I come in lots of layers.
Okay.
And so I'll have usually my t-shirt and my pants on, and then you know, some days I'll just wear my speed suit.
This is for your ski mountaineering racing, skimo racing?
It's a skimo suit. You race in it, but I will wear it underneath. I have just a light wind pant that I wear, and this will go underneath it. And it's just I like the layer. And the top part of the speed suit is pretty awesome because there's lots of pockets for when you're taking your skins off. You can put them inside your body, and they take the heat, and they can heat the glue up and make them sticky again. And I also like it because I put gel packs, water, and everything else in my speed suit.
Now, would you wear your long johns and stuff underneath this? Or?
Yeah, I'll wear long johns. You know, like if it's January, February, I'll have long johns underneath it. But towards the end of the season, sometimes I'll just go with some underwear underneath it and a t-shirt. And so I like to wear my speed suit because it's pretty functional for me and what I like to do. And I'll layer it over. I'll put these over it. These are just a light, soft shell millet pant. They're vented in the back, which I really like because I get really hot. They're vented, and in the front they have a wind stopper.
Okay.
And then just I don't know. I find temperatures early morning it's super cold, and I have this Dynafit top I'll throw over my speed suit.
So that's just a fleece.
Just a fleece.
I don't see a synthetic like a down or a puffy at all.
Nope. The only thing synthetic I'll wear is usually this jacket.
So you will take that with you?
I will take that with me too.
So that's kind of just a small puffy?
It's just a small puffy. It's vented on the sides. I really like it. Everything's breathable, what I have.
Okay.
And then I have a soft shell on the top that if it's super windy, snowing a lot, this is Dynafit, I will put that over everything when it's time to ski down. And then I like to carry, right now I carry lots of different pairs of gloves. I'll start out skinning in these because they're super light.
So those are just like Nordic ski gloves?
They're Nordic gloves.
Okay.
And then sometimes I'll just stay in them. Other times I'll just put on some mittens. These are some Flylows. I really like them. They're light, spring mint. I'll carry lots of buffs.
You like buffs?
I love buffs. I'll put them over my head, and then if it's really cold or I get really cold, I'll have another one for my neck. And I wear it underneath my helmet. And this is just a light skimo helmet made for climbing, skiing. And then I have some Smith glasses. I'll wear goggles tend to fog up a lot when I'm skinning up, and I'll put a pair of goggles over these. Okay. And then energy-wise, it just kind of depends how long I'm going to be out there. Typically, I like to take a gel pack every 30 minutes, and that's regardless of how long it is. And if I'm really out there on really long days, and if I know I'm going to be like 4 to 5 hours, then every 2 hours I'm trying to actually get real food in my system. The first 2 hours I'll have 4 gel packs, and then I'll down some real food, something real, either that or I'll make a sandwich.
How much water will you take?
Water, I sometimes just take 16 ounces, just a little water bottle, or I don't like wearing camel packs, especially in the winter, because they freeze.
Okay.
And so on this backpack, I interchangeably put a thing on to hold my water right here. It typically doesn't freeze if it's in the water bottle, but if it's in that little pipe, it freezes and then you don't have access to water. So.
Do you take up any other food other than this type of food? Do you take like a sandwich or
if it's going to be really long, like if it's going to be a full day, I'll bring a sandwich. If it's only like 3 hours, no. I'm just going with gel packs and a Cliff Bar.
Okay. I see you just use a soft shell. You don't take a hard shell.
No, I get too hot in them. You know, this winter when I was over in Europe, I actually had no use for a hard shell. It was very, very warm. I get too hot in them, and this did a really good job when I put it on, protecting me from the elements as far as like if it's snowing really hard. Okay. I didn't have a use for it, but that's not typical, I would say. Most people like to have one.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.